what does it say about all you guys here?
I mean, everybody's waiting on their moment and their opportunity, and it says a lot. I mean, we preach next man up mentality, and today it showed. Shout out Josh Butler. He did a great job, I feel like, personally, just watching the game. And he came up big for us.
Have you ever been part of a game that crazy?
Yeah, I played in the Big 12, so I'm kind of used to those type of games.
CD, you had a very visible, excited reaction on Turpin's return. What was going through your mind as you came down and were celebrating?
Well, obviously, my mentality kind of changed in a matter of 2 seconds. So to begin, obviously he had the fumble, and then I'm already planning on going out there and doing what I got to do for the offense to go put us in scoring position, right? But we have a guy as excited and as electric with the ball in his hands as Turp. I told him it makes my job a lot easier. All I got to do is sit down and watch. So very happy for him. Obviously love that those type of exciting moments are coming from the receiver room.
What did you think of this good move?
Man, he's been hitting it in practice a couple of times, and he's got a lot of guys with it. That's his secret move. That's his escape move, if you will. So when all else fails, be careful because he will hit you with it.
What is this like for this locker room to snap a losing streak like that, get back on the right side of the ledger, do it on the road like this against a good football team? What is the feeling in this locker room right now?
We're feeling good. As you said, it's a big opponent. Obviously, we know it's a division game, so it means a lot more. But just ultimately, snapping the streak was the most important part of this whole thing. So getting back in the win column, no matter how long it took, find a way, scratch, claw. The game was a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of situations came up, but we overcame it.
What does it say about the team no quitting you guys? It's frustrating, you 5-game lose streak. People, fans talking about the draft, but you guys are trying to win.
Yeah, we're not coming out here to really just lose every game. Well, that's not my mentality, and I've never been accepting of losing. So for me, it's being better every week, and doing what I can to help contribute, move the ball, put us in scoring position, if not score the drive. So every drive. But I suppose it shows the fight, it shows the character, it shows everything that we've been doing and working towards this whole time.
You talk a lot about losing.
Pretty good. Obviously, I feel like we could have scored a lot more, but, his 2 touchdowns is definitely a confidence booster within the next 6 games that we have coming up.
You talk a lot about read by example, something that you've definitely been doing on the play that was negated, an interception, and you get back the fumble, and that you obviously, even though the play was negated, the message for the effort was, and how important is that to keep, for the locker room to keep going and you showing?
Yeah, I don't really do too much talking, and everyone in this locker room understands. I'm not a shy guy, but it's just I'm not a rah-rah guy, And the best way for me to show my effort and show how much I care for this game and this team is to give it my all every rep. So obviously I got held on the play the play of, and then I saw he ended up with the ball, and the only thing I knew to do was make a play.
Can you talk about the emotions that the when Turpin kicked return? What were the emotions after McLaurin's touchdown that you had then, and then the miscue?
At first I was just like, what just happened? And then I knew we had time on the clock. We had 21 seconds. So again, I played in the Big 12. We know about big games, and I feel like that carries over in the league. You got to make big plays in order to be successful. And shout out Austin. He went to OU with me. He gave us one.
How big was Rico today in the run game, because you guys stuck with it a lot?
He's been stepping up a lot lately, and it's showing throughout his play. And he's done a great job with, carrying us, putting us on his shoulders, and leading his team offensively. So with that being said, we just got to keep stacking these things, continue to let this momentum ride us to the sunset.
CD, can you talk about Josh Butler's performance?
Pretty nice. I told him just trust his instincts. He's been practicing. He's had a lot of bank reps on scout team, seeing different things, seeing different guys. So this is no different for him. And for him to come out big for us in a lot of key third downs, he's played phenomenal.
The schedule suggests that you guys have an opportunity in front of you now these next few weeks. Have you guys allowed yourself to think about that?
No, we ain't thinking about none of that. We're not thinking about none of that. We got the Giants on Thursday, and we'll let everything else handle itself.
You and Michael talk a lot about consistency, and how can you say that were you consistent today, or what was the toughest moments that you faced that wasn't able to lead up?
I feel like we had a lot of ups and downs. We were moving the ball again, and then came up short. So I feel like in that department we could do better. Overall, as an offense, we were definitely moving the ball up and down the field, but we got to end the drive with 7, and that's going to be forever the standard. No matter if we do end up with 3 or whatever the case may be. If it's not 6, then in my opinion, it's a failure.
You mentioned the fight showed the character. How difficult has it been to maintain sort of a level of positivity among the circumstances of this season?
Also, for us, like on the offense, yeah, we've left a lot of points out there, but I do feel like we got to give a shout out to the defense because they play lights out. As we all know how good Jaden is and Terry and all those other guys, Austin, they're phenomenal. They're nice. And what they've been doing over there has been pretty good. So for the defense to come out and give us all these opportunities to go out and score and go out and do all these things, I mean, we're bound to score, So, again, shout out to defense. They've been doing a hell of a job today, and they stepped up too.
Continue to stand tall time and time again over the course of 4 quarters, and especially in that 4th quarter, needing takeaways, getting
Yeah, we did a great job. I just wish we finished better at the end. Letting them get that touchdown at the end, that really bothered me. But that's what I mean when I say we're a good team. We're slowly putting games together. This time we did all 3 quarters. I would just like us to finish better in the 4th quarter, but we're definitely on our way to being a team that we want to be.
What about the range of emotions when the kick and missed the extra point, though, after that? I mean, going from that low to that high.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you feel good because obviously you're in a position to win the game if you get another stop, but the point is you shouldn't even get there. Like, that's the reality of it. We shouldn't even get to hoping that they miss a field goal, we block a field goal. Like, we should be able to end the game on defense, get off, and we take a knee down, not all the kick returns and extra points and all that nonsense. Like, we should be able to end the game. And we had 13 points in the last 10 points in the last 4 minutes game. So that part really bothers me. We got to do a better job finishing, just playing high. But overall, I thought we had a great day.
Michael, you talked about being in a dark place during this losing streak. What is the feeling of ending this losing streak?
Obviously, ending the losing streak is good, but it's like, what are you going to do the next couple of weeks? Right? You could do it one time, but what is greatness? Consistency. So all I like is to do it against the Giants, get a win there, and then get ready for the December schedule. But all I like is consistency to play well. And like I said, finish this year dominant. And this should start right now. This is a good team that we came and beat. J.D. Daniels, man, he's a hell of a quarterback. Fast, great arm talent. I told him, I said, man, they would have played like that how they did for a minute. We were in trouble. We was gassed. So, high positivity for them. That's a really good team that we was able to come here on the road and get a win. But, I would like to see us do it consistently in the next couple of weeks.
You mentioned the
Today for Zim? You guys make a statement for Zim a little bit today?
I think we had to make a statement as a defense and a team as a whole. Like, I don't think it was particularly a player, coach. I just think it was like, when is enough's enough? You got to make that decision. And today was in the direction, like we said, enough's enough. We're going to play all 4 quarters, but we want to finish better at the end.
You mentioned the upcoming schedule. Next 3 teams, none of them have a better record than you guys now. With this win and that, is there still hope for this season?
Yeah, I told you, I'm not done yet. I don't plan on tanking. If the higher-ups was looking for a draft pick, I hope that's ruined because we got a lot of football left to play. Like I said, as long as I'm a part of this team, we're always going to fight. I'm always going to give maximum effort. I owe it to these guys. I owe it to the fans that come out. I owe it to the brothers in the locker room. So, me not playing at my best and me not being here, I'm hurting other people and their families. So, this is deeper than just, wins. Like, this is, at one point, I think this is just about pride. Like, it's easy to play when we're up. People call us front runners, now playing behind the 8 ball, let's see how we can, handle adversity and see if we can make a playoff run. But we got a long ways to go. We got to win game after game and consistently do that and play good for these next, we got 7 games? 6? 6 games. 6 games.
What was the celebration like? What was the vibe like in this locker room for you guys to finally get off the streak and post a W?
The vibe is extremely high. Obviously everyone's upset about that end of the game, but, just being able to find a way to win. It seems like over the last 3-4 weeks before, we were finding ways to lose. And this time we was able to get the ball back, and we was able to create those turnovers right back. So, that's the high side. But we got to consistently do that and not put ourselves behind the 8 ball because, we gave them chances to win the game, and they gave us chances. But you got to find a ways to try to eliminate the turnovers, eliminate the things that we can be better on, So.
Michael, what about seeing JC pregame?
Oh, that was cool. That's not my first time meeting Hov. So, but it was funny because I always told him at the white party, I heard he was a Cowboys fan. I said, man, don't give up on us yet. Like, And then, you know, when I saw him down, I was like, remember what I told you? So I was like, now that you're here, I for sure got to have a good game, like, because, you know, he's in attendance, so that was pretty cool.
So that's why you got the 2 sacks?
Nah, I needed 2 sacks because where Clarence at? He said I'm behind. He said it's in jeopardy. So I got to really lock in these next 6 games because, you know, me and CD talked about it. It's the consistency. CD consistently being a 1,000-yard receiver, and I consistently want to be a 10-sack player, regardless of the injury.
We know about your love for DQ. You said he would tell his guys this is fight night, Shark Week. You said you'd be Tommy Jones. What did it mean to win this round?
Oh, man, it means a lot. And, you know, after the game, it was kind of like, he was like, we'll see you guys in about a month. And I already know that means we're going round 12. And back in the day, they went to round 15. So we won the first, 8 rounds. But the second half of the fight's not done yet. So, and it was a war. It was probably like a split draw. It was really like a 5, probably a, 5-3, Yeah, it was like a 5-3 in the first 8 rounds. So, if we looking back then, so we got to get ready for this second half. But like I said, before we get there, we got to lock into these Giants on a short week and get ready to try to get a W, another one.
Did it feel like something was a little bit off at the beginning of the game, or what did you see in those moments?
No, nothing's off. Just a toe ball in the second one that drifted with the wind a little bit into the frame of the upright. So not a bad hit, but just not clean enough to cut through the wind out there. And then the one that got blocked, haven't seen it on film yet to let you know it happened, but I didn't feel slow on it, so we'll see.
But then from there, the team bounces back. You made some kicks. I mean, one of the wilder finishes we've seen in a long time. What did it feel like on the sideline of being a part of this win?
Yeah, I thought the game was over like 6 or 7 times, so just kind of the roller coaster of emotion, because as a kicker, you kind of calculate in your head when you're probably done. So when we were up 10 with I don't remember exactly how much time was left after Turp took that touchdown back, I'm like, okay, probably safe here, probably just one more punt, and then we'll be out of the game. But obviously it didn't work out that way, so just kind of had to keep myself mentally ready to go back in and make a couple kicks. There's 2 extra points at the end of the game were unexpected, but good reps to get.
And then the victory. How needed was that for this team after losing 5 straight games?
Yeah, you want to win every game, and this one helps get us over that hump where we've been talking about finding a way to win a game, whatever it looks like. It's not going to be pretty every game, and this one certainly wasn't pretty. But we found a way to win at the end, and that's what it's all about.
Brandon, thank you.
About this place for you to get 2 missed kicks here last year. What is it about?
There's nothing really special about this place. I mean, it's outdoor stadium with a little bit of wind. Had 2 blocked here that were good kicks, good ops. So we'll figure it out. But the 2 that have hit the uprights, the first one was a little bit of a mental lapse last year where the streak was broken and I kind of wasn't focused, and we were winning the game pretty handily. So just mental lapse there. This one I struck pretty well, just a little bit off the toe, so it didn't cut through the wind, and played it left, but it came off a little bit right, and the wind was pushing it right, so just not quite enough to get through there.
How do you feel for the other guy?
He's fine. He's a pro. He'll bounce back. I think if you look back at the missed extra point at the end of the game, they're lucky to get that one off with where the snap was at, so I wouldn't be too harsh on him. He's coming back from an injury, maybe rushing back because he wants to win the job going into next year. So, I mean, everyone has a bad day every once in a while, and you just chalk it up to that and see what he does next week.
Was there a funky feel out there about anything kicking today?
No, not at all. Just an odd one. He had a rough day, and I wouldn't necessarily say I had a bad day. I had one kick that got hit off the uprights and one got blocked, so not a bad day for me.
Is it hard when you have such high expectations? Everyone else has high expectations for you, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, I've got high expectations of myself, and it's such a finicky league where, I mean, I hit a good clean ball, just not enough behind it with it being toe ball, and wind pushes it an extra foot and it hits the upright. So that's the difference between a made kick and a missed kick. So expectations should be high. We want to go 90% every year, and kind of put myself in a hole where I climb out of it and make the rest of my kicks.
What you think of Turpin today, especially that
Yeah.
spin move and Wanye with the return?
Yeah, special guy. Turp is just a special player, one of a kind. Obviously got speed to kill and makes one move. They kind of probably think the play's dead when the ball's on the ground. But it's never dead when it's in Turp's hands, so just made a couple guys miss with one move, and off to the races, no one's going to catch him. Ye on hands team did his job, got us another score, maybe go down, but that's for another day.
So
Take us through the spin move, because that was probably the craziest part about that return.
Yeah, man, it's just like, man, I always do it, bro, when I ain't got nowhere to go and I'm in trouble. So I know I can just get them going one way, then just spin back the other way. Ain't got nowhere to go. Something nobody ever seen before.
Can you take us through the first when the ball went through and when you went back to pick it up, just what was going through your mind at that point?
I really think about just going and get down, but when I seen all of them going to the left, I just knew I can just, bring the spin move out, something nobody ever seen before. Hopefully I can get them from the backside, and I just slid right through.
We remember when you came into this franchise, you had some excitement with touchdowns in the preseason, but first one in a regular season game. What does that moment mean to you?
Man, I just feel good, man. Just, always go out there, just to compete, man. Just happy to be here, man. Just doing for this franchise, man. Just happy to always blessed to be here.
When you think about your story, where does this moment fit in?
Man, just a long journey, but it still continues, man. It's a long marathon, but we still continue to go, man. Just one day at a time.
Did you feel the momentum swing in that moment when you were coming to the sideline to celebration? Did you guys feel that at that point that it felt like the victory was about to happen?
Yeah, man. I thought I iced it, man. That was the whole thing, man. I thought the game was over, but it never over to the Fat Lady Saints, man. Till it hit 0-0, man. Just glad the way we came out there and compete today.
What about Wanye? I mean, you went less than half your distance. I don't know if it should be worth the full 6 points like yours.
Nah, man. That's it. We count that. Say, man, we gotta get one in the bag. So we close to 10. So I guess we got 7 right now. So we trying. I'm glad he did it because we needed one more in the bag.
How does this feel for this locker room to finally get off the losing streak, to win a football game, to do it here on the road? What does this feel like for you?
Man, it feel good, man. I feel like we're gonna give us some confidence going into next week. Thursday game. Hope we can get 2 in a row, man. Just continue to build off that.
What did it mean to you to supply that kind of moment to help end this losing streak for this whole team?
Man, I just feel like, man, just me personally, bro, I needed that. My last contract year, man, I just feel like, man, it was good for me to have that, especially in special teams, man. It's just wonderful.
Did it feel like there was just some weird special teams mojo in general today? The missed kicks, the blocked punts?
Yeah, man, it was going all around, man. They were trying me, trying to get me to, come up with the punt return. I mean, the kickoff return. They were trying me with different kicks, man. I'm just, man, God bless me with that moment, and I'm just, cheers to this end.
As you were kind of going through and running through, when did you know that you were going to score, and what was going through your mind when you were in the home stretch?
Yeah, I just knew, man. Once I hit the spin move and I got through clear, and now he wasn't going to tackle me, so shoot, it was going to the crib, man. And one year got the last block for him. I'm just, happy he got that for me.
How much of those? I read something, and this is what I'm going to do.
Now, like I said, man, I just always do it when I ain't got nowhere to go. When they got me both sides and I ain't got to go middle, so I just, just bring out something that people never seen before. I always do. I've been doing it since I was little, so I'm just glad I got a chance to put that on film.
19 total points through the first 3 quarters and then 41 in that fourth. Can you ever remember a quarter quite as insane as that?
Man, it was the same, man. I'm just, glad my guy got the play calling right. We just, went out there and executed every play, man. It's a great play calling on offense, defense, and special team. Man, I'm just glad we go out there and just got the win. But I knew that when I was going left and I seen all of them react left, and I just stopped on the dime, just hopefully, just a react thing, but something that nobody ever seen before. And I always do it when I'm in trouble, when I ain't got nowhere to go, when they got me pinned down, so that's when I try to bring it up. Just trying to get them to go different ways, and hopefully it worked that time.
Where were you thinking when you started real slow before you
I really just trying to see what angles they were taking on me. So that's why every time I take my time on the kickout return, I really just try to see which way they gonna go first. I just try to make my choices right there.
On the onside, when you saw Wanye, was it like go or was it go down?
I'm happy Wanye did it, man, because they probably his only time ever gonna be in the chance to score it again. So hopefully guys want them to go down, but I'm glad he got it, man. That probably his only time getting one. So I'm happy he got a touchdown, man. The defensive guy.
What is it about sometimes when a returner bobbles it seems like they gain an advantage if you can recover it?
Yeah, if you can recover right now, guys be running free. So it basically just, once you muff it, if you can make the first wave miss, you scot free. Just like I did when the guys was free, and once you make them guys, make a different decision, you get through that shoot, you pretty much house call.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Tell me how that felt to get that today.
Yeah, it felt amazing. And just the work that we put in as tight ends every week. I think we were hoping someone needed to get a touchdown this year, so
it was great to have that for the room. Jake's texting us after, so happy and excited for the win. So it was a great feeling all around.
What does it just feel like in this locker room to finally get back into that win column? I heard a lot of yells happening.
Oh my
you guys
gosh.
walking in?
Just to win, felt amazing. And I think like everybody just after too, just talk like, how we played and everything. Like the fact that we won, just kind of takes over everything else. So that felt great and definitely took a little breath and now forge forward.
There's 6 games left in the season. How much does today help this team move forward with that?
Yeah, it is. It's just 1 week at a time. I think getting a win today certainly lets us breathe, but then it's a quick week. It's a quick turnaround, and so it's just taking 1 day at a time and 1 game at a time. We'll be ready. We're excited now, and we'll keep doing our thing.
Last week, McCarthy had some pretty big praises for Brevin Spanford as well, and just both of you guys being able to step in there. How has he helped you maybe even up your game as well?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's great about the room is the competition and the chemistry, of course, that we have. But just every day we're going out there. Lunda is working as hard as ever, and huge credit to him for each and every one of us. Just taking the practice field to the game field, and that's certainly helped everybody rise to the occasion and not have any drop off at all. So it's great.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. That was the focus. That's what was said last night, and gosh, just feels amazing. Over the way it was done and everything else, just that we got to win.
And then for Cooper's performance, man, it just seems like he might not have like the explosive play. He had that one at the end of the half, but people kind of say he's not explosive. But today he seemed like pretty consistent, like managing.
Absolutely. All the faith in Coop, and yes, just a great leader. And he took control, and you could feel it in the huddle and throughout the game. So a huge credit to him and how he stepped up. That's just so contagious for everybody else. So.
And what was going on in your mind when you saw the ball coming your way?
I know the seas parted, right, and it just needs to catch the ball, and that was just a huge opportunity with the tight end room. I didn't even know what to do after that moment, but it was the best feeling.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
With everything you guys have been through this year, to break the 5-game slide, knowing you got a short week coming up, home game on Thanksgiving, just how good does it feel to does it feel like it was a weight lifted?
Absolutely. It means the most. And that's really what was said last night going into today. It was just like, let's get a win. Let's play all together, and everybody have each other's backs, and let's play this whole game. And I mean, what a way to win today. I think everybody, just the contribution all around was amazing.
What was it like living through the last 3 minutes of that game?
Yeah, crazy. I didn't even want to watch at some points, but just credit to so many guys that have stepped up as of recent, and just such a great win, and now looking forward to the short week.